What are you hoping to hear from them is the bottom line.
I think one of the biggest things is the regulatory hurdles that are currently facing driverless cars and how they're going to overcome that and just kind of sweeten up a little bit to the legislative environment. So, I think one of the really prime examples of this is there are maybe like a handful of states that have autonomous vehicle laws on the books right now, California being one of them. And so they seem to have laws that were very conducive to innovation and driverless cars, that kind of thing. And then recently, California their DMV proposed a draft rule that would require driverless cars to have a licensed driver in them at all times. And this was something that happened, I think, in late 2015. And so in a Medium post, Urmson said, instead of putting a ceiling on the potential of self-driving cars, let's have the courage to imagine what California would be like if we could live without the shackles of stressful commutes, wasted hours, and restricted mobility for those who want independence that the automobile has always represented. And so, on one hand, the needing a licensed driver makes sense if the car needs that, or if there's an override that would allow someone to operate the car. But I think one of the really important things that driverless cars enable are people that are either too old or physically cannot drive to get around and be independent. And so this type of rule, this type of legislation is a barrier in them, I think, reaching people that would be most benefited by driverless cars. And so some of it is just kind of these very small case examples, but more broadly, what is the company doing and what are some of the major hurdles that they're going to have to overcome more on the legal side, the regulatory side, to get, and reach some of these estimates that we've seen. I remember seeing that IHS, Institute of Highway Safety, right? I think that's what that acronym stands for, estimated that by 2035, 10% of light vehicles will be sold. 10% of the light vehicles sold will be driverless. And so
I'm down.
That's awesome. That's pretty soon, actually, right?
Yeah.
That's not too far off.
20 years, I'll be,
yeah. And to have that kind of market share. But obviously for that to happen, there are a lot of issues that they're going to have to get through. And so just getting a little bit more clarity on what the biggest roadblocks are and how they're planning to address them.